Dan. Which play caller is going to have more success this weekend? Do you think it's McCarthy?
Come on.
Or Moore?
Kellen Moore.
Okay.
One, he's a better play caller. Two,
Mike McCarthy would disagree, actually.
Well, obviously, because he fired him. Two, he runs more than like 3 plays. And, the Cowboys' offense is, here's a stop route.
Is that elementary?
It's very predictable.
Right.
Have you seen the thing with Fred Warner? Fred Warner the other day when he did I believe an interview, who's the linebacker for San Francisco, and he calls out the play when the Cowboys ran like a mesh on third down, which is receivers running towards each other, and he goes and covers it and then sacks Dak Prescott. He knew exactly what was happening. They run basically like stop routes, which is run 5-yard stop. They run slant routes, and they run like go routes. There's not much else in their offense. Yeah. And because of the predictability of it, it's still and stagnant. I've said it's archaic and antiquated. I mean, Kellen Moore's is so much more diverse. And what he's done with their offense and the Chargers is first of all, it's a top 5 offense in the NFL right now, the Los Angeles Chargers. It's one of the top 5 offenses when it comes to throwing the ball downfield. The difference is they don't turn the ball over. That's on a play-by-play basis, or drive-by-drive, that's a very difficult thing to do, is be top 5, throw the ball downfield at a top 5 rate, and not give the ball away. So, this is a significant difference for me when it comes to who's better at play calling, who's better at creativity, who's better at putting players in positions to go play at their top level. It's Kellen Moore over Mike McCarthy.
I just want to make things interesting and say, what if it's Mike McCarthy, actually? What if, after this season that we've seen so far, Mike McCarthy finally realizes this is not good enough. I am going against the OC that I let go because I thought I knew better. He can't go to California and look crazy. He really can't. And I think what I'm hoping for the Cowboys is that they understand, the 49ers game is a wake-up call, not just for Dak, not just for this defense, but for Mike McCarthy and Jerry Jones, that they are not good enough right now. That Mike McCarthy has to be better. When I look at this game, I trust Dallas's defense more than I trust the Chargers' defense. So when I think about which offense will have more success, it is not that I think Kellen Moore's offense won't put up points, but they are going against the Dallas's defense. And I hope, because looking at this Cowboys roster, it is too talented to look like this. They have too many good players for us to still have questions about their offense, in which in the offseason they talked about, Dak said, as a quarterback, I will feel more comfortable in this. Mike McCarthy, it will be aggressive. Whatever vision y'all had in the offseason, it's time to kick that up.
They get a new playbook?
Well, here's the thing. If you're Mike McCarthy and you think you know better, and you say putting up a lot of points is not the only way to win games, then he has to be better. This is a moment for him, and it's not just, we talk a lot about Dak. He hasn't been good enough. So I think Mike McCarthy will hopefully show us something different.
Not a very convicted answer, though.
No. No.
You gave a lot of ifs there. If I had a drink, if I had some, what Shay says like Laportier, that ain't that his liquor or whatever it is?
Oh,
boy,
by the
I'll
way,
be
speaking
smashed
of
right
which,
now.
Shannon's going to be on the show tomorrow.
Yes.
So we'll have Shannon Sharp with us here tomorrow.
I see you, Idina Menzel.
Yeah.
What?
Idina Menzel.
Oh, got it. Good one.
Let it go.
Oh my gosh. And that was the moment everybody turned off their televisions. Thank you, Daniel, for that.
People don't even have a remote control like that.
It's Kellen Moore.
What? He's so on his own planet that I just can't.
What do you mean people don't have remote controls? How do you change the channels on your TV?
Voice activated.
I don't use voice activation. I use the remote.
You call it a clicker or remote?
Remote.
Who calls it a clicker, bro?
I call it a clicker.
Dan, we're from Connecticut. No one calls it a clicker. Go ahead.
Clicker?
It's just real.
Bro, that's like what you use to watch film, the clicker.
Yeah, where'd you learn clicker when you played in the NFL? Because in Connecticut.
15 years ago. What happened 15 years ago?
You guys ever seen the Adam Sandler movie Click?
No.
You've never seen Click?
No.
Great movie.
Is this generational or?
Is what, the
Cultural?
movie?
Okay.
No, it was made like 15 years ago.
Okay, this conversation is like completely gone
Off the rails.
sideways, off like Clippers and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Like literally,
Play calling.
Kellen Moore. Listen. First of all, Kellen Moore is in today's version of offense. It's very apparent. Like what Dan was talking about with Mike McCarthy is. Remember the whole Mike McCarthy took time off to kind of study the inner, offenses and all that. And then this is what you come back with?
Yeah.
The same stuff that people were doing like in the 90s and the early 2000s. It's like, bro, come on. Like, you got to step your game up here. Okay, but here's the thing about Kellen Moore. I do agree with you as far as the Dallas Cowboys defense is going to present a great challenge. Here's what I will say. Kellen Moore, being on that Dallas staff, he does understand their personnel on the defense side of the football.
And Dan,
Well, no, I'm saying he understands. He
okay.
understands the personnel. He understands their strengths and their weaknesses as far as the personnel is concerned. And as far as a play caller, that is what he can use to his advantage. I think that Justin Herbert is a far more dynamic quarterback than Dak Prescott is. Okay. The one thing about this Chargers offense, they're going to throw the ball down. They're going to push the ball down the field.
I'm going to get on you for one thing. I do believe you changed your answer from McCarthy to Kellen Moore, and I just want to know.
Whoa,
I just want to know why. I just want to know.
Oh,
Bishop,
are you just
First Lady just wants to know why, like, what for the people? How you going to switch up on the congregation like that?
Are you airing out dirty laundry?
She's trying. She's trying to air dirty.
Is that a true statement?
Is it factual or not? Just let the people know.
Listen, I'm not gonna listen. You don't pull back the curtain and you don't pull back the curtain and stuff like that.
Come on, wizard, let's go.
You don't do all of that. I'm very disappointed in the First Lady right now for really trying to, you're trying to split us right now.
We were split on Get Up. We were split.
Yeah, we were beefing on Get Up. I was trying not to bring that over here, but
I just want straight
But apparently
answers.
you continuously want to smoke.
Because we were on the same page on McCarthy, and then you came up and tried to switch up for Dan, and I'm just wondering why. Because we're supposed to be.
Usual.
Why am I getting thrown on the bus?
That suit. I don't know. I just want.
What's wrong?
Who's winning the game?
I think the Cowboys win the game.
You do?
Yeah, I still think the Cowboys are a good football team. I don't expect them. I don't think
You just think the New Orleans Saints are better. Keep going.
Yeah, and I don't think they're a great team.
So in the official picks, I picked the Cowboys. But I'm curious why.
You trying to make a funny joke?
I didn't try to make a joke. I just want America, if they just joined us, to know that you have the New Orleans Saints ahead of the Cowboys. I think that's a hot take, and I want them to be privy to that information in case they just turned on the channel with the remote control.
With their clicker.
What are you doing with your phone?
Daniel, how are you picking? I agree that the Cowboys will win. How do you say that Kellen Moore will have a better day as an offensive play caller and then say the Cowboys will win the game?
Because I think the Cowboys defense is still opportunistic to get takeaways.
Thank
They
you,
didn't
Kim.
do it last week. They usually do more
gotta
often
go to
than
break.
not.
Okay.
So I do think that factors into the game.
We got to go to break. Who do you have winning it?
He's going to change his
Chargers.
answer anyway. So
Who do you have winning it?
Wow.
The Cowboys.
Hey, you need to go get a cleanup.
Oh,
Is that what
all
it
right,
is?
let's go.
Last
let's
week
go.
it looked so good and doesn't.
You know what?
Oh my God.
Damien, look at me.
What?
Damien, you are
Do
in
you
my
see all
hold
this?
up. You're in my house.
Yeah.
And I want to apologize for how you're being treated right now.
You see
I
this?
don't treat people like this in my
Daniel.
home.
I mean,
Yeah,
these
it's
two,
not even-
like, it's,
I'm
Foul.
keeping it football.
they are like so hot.
You
like-
guys
They've
ran
been
a
so
video
hot
of
today.
you running out of the
that
end
was
zone.
football.
Like the
That was
fan that
football.
mopped up
That's
with
what, you know
Dak's
what, Molly?
jersey.
That's what
Foul.
it is. We showed the video
That's
of
what
him
he's mad
running out of the
about.
end
That's
zone,
what he's mad
and
about.
He's been very
Hit
hostile
dog
this
will
morning.
holler.
I don't beat my dog, Molly. You should.